Wellness Warriors, welcome to this training where I'm going to teach you how to fully reach your potential as a healer. Now, this is really exciting for me to be sharing about because I speak to a lot of people who are very heart-centered, right? They're coming from this place of heart, and I absolutely love it. That is exactly where you need to come from as a healer. The only problem is when it comes to actually implementation, when it comes to reaching as many people as possible and living up to your potential as you know you can, I see so many people just staying stuck in this place of good intentions with no actions, with no actual outwards reality going on. Like they might be helping one or two people here and there, but when it comes down to their potential, they're not hitting on it. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, to start from your heart is very good, but we actually need to grow some arms and legs and get out there and get amongst as many people as we can. And a lot of people say, you know, if I just help one person or if I just help a few people and I just help them really, really well, then they'll go on and they'll help more people, right? They'll have a knock-on effect, and down the track, they'll have this ripple effect throughout the entire world. Well, here's the thing. Eventually, one of those people who you help is going to be the person who who ignites the match under the tinder pile, under the pile of wood that then goes out and changes the world. So why not just do it yourself now? Okay, so what this really comes down to is a lot of people are afraid, okay? A lot of people are coming from a place of heart, but they're also afraid. So they stay in this little illusion zone of, I'm just going to help a few people, you know, these people right in front of me here and now, and that's me living my potential. You know better than that. I know that you know you got more in you than that. So to illustrate this point, I'm going to draw on a lesson from Robert Greene's book, Mastery. Now, Robert Greene is one of the best authors living today, and he wrote this amazing, amazing book called Mastery, and it's all about how you can tap into your inner genius and live it in the world. We've all got this zone of inner genius. We're all born, you know, 1 trillion cells here for a purpose. We're not here just to float along and, you know, have good intentions, but floating along, just helping someone here and there. We're here to tap into our inner genius and release that into the world. Okay, so what does Robert Greene advocate? Well, there's these 3 main points that he has in his book. Number 1 is we need to learn to trust the inner voice. And if you're here, you're already coming from the place of heart, chances are you're pretty close. You're already kind of on that wavelength. You've learned to trust your inner voice. That's why you're on the path that you're on right now as a healer, as a practitioner. But number 2 is finding a mentor, okay? So Robert Greene strongly advocates having a mentor. Now think about any of the greatest achievers in the world, any of the people who have truly transformed the world. I guarantee each and every one of them had a mentor that they drew expertise and knowledge from, that they drew guidance from, that helped them with strategy, that helped them along the way. So what is a mentor? A mentor is someone who has a higher, elevated perspective so they can see where you are, okay? They're not better than you at all, that's not what I'm saying, but they've got an elevated perspective in a particular area of your blindness, okay? So they can see where you are and they can say, look, these are the things all around you now, because you can't see it, you're amongst it, you're on that battlefield, but I'm here, I've got an elevated perspective because I've been there before, and I can actually help show you a clear strategy, okay? A clear strategy to go up. You want a strategy to go up in the world. With your modality, with reaching more people, you need a strategy. That's number 1. Number 2 is, Robert Greene advocates that you have to invest time, energy, finance, whatever it takes to get guidance from the very, very best mentor. Not just someone ordinary, not just, you know, someone who could help you a little bit in this little way, but someone who's the very best. Okay, look at someone who has the tools, the skills that are needed in order to activate your gift. Let's say you're an energy healer, you're a nutritionist, a naturopath, a yoga teacher. You need to find someone who knows how to activate the gift. Okay, they might not even be a nutritionist or a yoga teacher or whatever, but there's someone who knows how to activate that gift and take it out to the world in a big way. So find someone like that and don't be afraid. Okay, don't be afraid of investing, whether it's going to take you 6 months. Robert Greene talks about this incubation process, which takes about 10 years in some cases for true world-class mastery. Don't think about how long it's going to take. Think about the payoff. Think about what you get from this path, okay? If you intern, you know, if you go and pay someone to show you the way, don't be focused on that. Focus on the outcome, okay? And a lot of people do apprenticeships where they get paid pathetic amounts of money to go and work really hard. But what do they learn? They learn all the inside skills. They learn all the tips, tricks, and secrets that the mentor has to offer. Okay, they're not there so they can earn the big lump sum straight away. They're there for the journey of learning all of the rich skills so they don't go and make all the big mistakes themselves down the track. That is the value of a mentor, having someone to show you the way. Now, what else does Robert advocate? Well, he advocates this. Number 3, he says, when you finished your internship process, when you finish with your mentor, okay, when you've gone through this process, you'll get to a point where you actually become more skillful. You'll get to a point where you start to outgrow them. And this isn't bad at all. The mentor, if they're a good mentor, they want you to step on their shoulders and grow beyond them. This is the purpose of it. They want you to stand up. They want to know they've left something behind bigger than themselves, and that something is you. And then in time, you will mentor someone else and bring them up and let them stand on your shoulders, and they will go out and create massive change in the world. So this is how it works. Number 3 is you learn new methods, you question, you challenge. Once you've mastered the strategies the mentor shares with you, you come up with your own, only after you've mastered them. To do it before would be a big mistake because you haven't learned the systems or strategies. Like an artist, for an artist starting out, they've never learned any skill in art, okay, and they go out and they try and create some art, they'll create something, that's fine. But because they don't have the technical understanding, what they create will have no relevance or bearing in the existing world. Okay, so this is the benefit of a mentor. They teach you the systems that exist so that you can then go and improve them and develop them even more and use that for your own creativity. Recombine old ideas in new ways. So that's step 3. Okay, so what else do you need to reach your potential as a healer? Well, you need other people by your side, yeah? So let's imagine these are other people now. Other people who are on a similar level as you by your side. Okay, so they're standing beside you, and what are they doing? They're acting as a mirror. So you are reflecting onto them. They're reflecting back to you. They're walking along this path with you, and you can see your blind spots. Okay, us as people, we need people around us. We're social creatures. We need people to shine back our own light. We need to be able to bounce off and reflect so that we can be sharpened, so that we can be made aware of our blind spots, and so that we can have those blind spots catered for. We can be supported. Which brings me to the last point. To reach your potential, you need support. Okay, you need people to be working from underneath you. And again, this isn't about inferiority. Okay, this isn't about you being better off or lower than anyone else. This is actually about you getting the support you need for the time, the stage, the journey of life you're in right now. We're all on this journey together. We need people who can support us. So this is where you build a team. This is where you take on your own mentees, your own interns, okay? And what this creates, this body, is what will change the world, right? It's having someone above to guide the way, to help you make the decisions, to show you a clear path. So let's just get real creative here and have like someone up there shining a clear path, giving you structure and purpose, giving your heart a direction to follow. Because your heart is so passionate and so intensely wanting to change lives. But unless you've got somewhere to channel this, to move it in a specific direction, it's going to go everywhere, which means it's going to go nowhere. There's going to be no energy behind it. So this is what we need. People beside us to support us, a community to hold us accountable, to reflect back, to bounce ideas off, and we need people under us supporting us. And when we have all of these things, we're one integrated being, we're one whole unit. And then with this body, we can go out and interact with this physical world, which needs our heart, needs our love, needs us to come from this place, but it also needs us to be able to move through this world in real time and space and have an actual impact and target a specific group of people, make a specific change, rather than just trying to shine out in every direction and really not really achieving anything. So this is how we do it. We get a mentor, we get people around us, and we get people supporting us underneath, okay? And don't think you can do this alone, because none of us can function as an island. If we want to have impact, we need to function as a whole integrated unit with the very, very best people that we can find to get around us and to support us. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed that training. I'll see you soon on another one.